time for the quiz. The coolest prize actually is for the MPs. It's kind of taking the world by storm. It's the hipster colouring book sets
yeah,
for
they're cool.
adults. I want one, Damien. And
Do you
it's
know
got-
that I think something like all of the top 10 books at the moment are colouring in books? I know what's happening to our country.
So I don't know if you've got a use for that.
For flag
set.
design.
It's for good flag design.
design.
Right, Mark, you've got a use for colouring in when you're... No, you haven't. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got 11 grandchildren, mate. They'll love one.
Okay, here we go. All right, round one.
Also, can I just say that the drone is still working even after it got caught in Peter's hair during the ad break. It's still totally going, so it's still a good prize.
All right.
I didn't even notice.
No, he didn't even notice, he says.
Yeah. That's all right. Look, how many cars are affected by the VW scandal?
I'd say
Millions.
120,000.
No, 11.
Million, says Ron Mark. 11 million,
11
correct.
million. All right. Okay, what's the name of the Welsh rugby coach?
Oh, it's
Peter
Devon
Dunn.
guy.
Warren Gatlin.
Who got that?
Warren Gatlin.
All right. What TV show has been canned after 19 years?
Not backbenchers.
It's
Good morning.
TVNZ's Good Morning.
I'm going to give it to
Lewis
Lewis.
Wall, go, got it. All right. How big is the Kermadec Ocean Sanctuary?
50,000.
Not even close.
Not even
Huge.
close.
Huge, says Ron.
Huge.
Yeah, we'll give him half a point for his increasingly inaccurate answers.
50 times
that's quite
bigger than
inaccurate.
Fiordland.
It's pretty inaccurate, but it's
Right.
specific. Yeah.
Who has just joined Twitter?
Probably quite a few people.
Ron Mark.
No, not Ron Mark. No.
Me.
Nice
So,
try.
Edward Snowden. All right. Who said Aussies just as dumb as Kiwis?
Peter?
.com.
Yes. Okay. What's Moa's new beer called?
Moore's
Moa's-
beer.
4 more years.
Yeah.
mate.
All right. Name one Chris Brown song.
That's me.
Come on.
Islands in the
The
stream.
winner is Peter Dunn. The winner is Peter Dunn.
Oh, there you go, Peter. Congratulations, Peter. There you go.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I don't beat my
There you go.
woman.
I just beat my woman.
Okay, audience question is, okay, of course, there's been sort of Mars talk this week. Name one song about Mars.
I'm going up here. I'm going up here. Hello, so what's the answer?
On Mars.
Life on Mars.
Is there life on Mars?
It's called Life on Mars. There you go. You've won the drone.
Hey,
Useful.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll make use of that for sure.
Excellent, thank you.
Very, very good. All right, 2015, I've been thinking, Peter to the camera, I've been thinking.
Who, me? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right.
I was actually thinking at the time you asked the question, look, I think it's time New Zealand took a far more moral tone to its foreign policy. We've been caught out badly in the last few weeks. We were slow to respond to the Syrian refugee crisis. Public opinion eventually forced a response. We've been very slow over the last few days with the Australian detention centre issue affecting New Zealanders. It's time we put these issues centre stage. It's time we started to speak up for international human rights, speak up for New Zealanders who are adversely affected, and make sure that we bring some leadership back to policy in this area.
Fantastic, Peter Dunn. Very good. And Labour's Lewis Sewall, I've been thinking.
I've been thinking since the Sustainable Development Goals were announced that we should have an end TB strategy in New Zealand. Currently, 9 million people are diagnosed every year. 1.5 million die. In New Zealand, 300 people are diagnosed with tuberculosis. Crazy. The burden of our New Zealand-born population is with our Indigenous community and also people in South Auckland. It's a sign of poverty, and if we want to address poverty, we should eradicate TB.
Fantastic, Lewis Sewall. And Sarah Dowie, National, I've been thinking. Sarah.
I've been thinking about world events recently and New Zealand's place as a democracy within it. And although there's still some work to be done domestically, I think we should be thankful and pleased and proud of this government's leadership from the global financial crisis and of how well we actually are doing. But we need to spare a thought for those countries that are not doing so well and those people that don't enjoy the same liberties that we do. And I want to end with congratulating the Backbenchers crew. They've done a really good job. I look forward to seeing them next year.
Oh, thank you very much, Sarah Dowie. Very good. And Ron Mark, New Zealand First, I've been thinking.
Well, I've been thinking about a couple of things right now, but the first one is the fact that 36 of our soldiers lie buried in Malaysia. and graves that are not under the War Graves Commission, that their families have been asking for those bodies to be repatriated back to New Zealand because they're not buried in War Graves Commission cemeteries. The government has said no, and what's our Minister of Defence doing right now? Well, he's over in China trying to negotiate the lease of some pandas. Makes you really think, where does this government's priorities lie? With veterans and their families and those deceased soldiers, or a couple of bloody panda bears? Give me a break.
And that is a big round of applause for Peter Dunn, Lewissa Ward, Sarah Dowie, to Roma, to you at home to hear, to the great co-host Amy Christie, to the producers, the team. Hey, that's all, folks.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.